Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, and we're looking at the Ninja Spawn figure from Spawn's universe by McFarlane Toys. I'm not really familiar with Ninja Spawn, but I do think the concept of the character looks really cool, and I don't mind having another Spawn figure. I have a ton of Spider-Mans, a ton of Batmans. Why not a whole heck of a lot of Spawns? Anyway, packaging looks great. I gotta say, I really like the artwork on the very back. Looks very cool right over there. Anyway, not much more on the top or at the bottom, and if you're trying to pick up your McFarlane Toys figures, you can do so.
Search your feelings, you know it be true.
Darkside Toys is a store for you. Link below.
And here's Ninja Spawn on the rotating base, and it looks pretty awesome. However, there are gripes that I need to discuss, gripes with the accessories and some other things, so let's get a closer look at those accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the Ninja Spawn. So based off the back of the packaging, I thought we would get maybe a little bit more accessories. I mean, I know from the front of the packaging, I'm not surprised to see what we see here. Anyway, you get your standard issue Spawn display stand, which came with Haunt. I forgot to show it off when I did that review. And then you have these holsters or sheaths right over here for the back of the figure, and it took me a little bit to figure it out, but yeah, just based on the back of the packaging, you place the swords in there like that, and then kind of shift towards the handle right here. Just to demonstrate again, I'm going to go ahead and put this on right here, and then kind of shift upward just a little bit so it kind of clicks into right there a little bit, and those will stay securely like that. I tried doing it a different way at one point, and yeah, it didn't help me, so I did pose this figure incorrectly with the swords pointing downward on his back. Forgive me. Yeah, and these swords actually look very, very cool. They are identical to each other, and I do like that McFarlane Toys is mixing that silver in with the plastic. It doesn't look too bad. It looks like they're taking a note from Hasbro, maybe? I don't know. They may have done it before, but yeah, you get the fake tassels right over here. Then you have these katanas, or not really katanas, I guess, and there's no holsters for these or anything like that, but I do like how the handles look. Don't look too bad at all. I like them. So as far as sculpting goes, I can't complain, and I really like the paint apps too. Look at those green eyes. Oh man, and the character on the forehead looks really clean. I love the silver on the shoulders right over there. And again, you get all kinds of textured leather patterns on the black part, or on the brown part, sorry. You get a lot of smooth texturing on the black sections, and I think the white paint apps look very clean on the figure. It does look a little bland on the chest. I wish we saw some painted buckles, but that silver right there, oh man, that looks really good. You can see the detailed silver on the forearm right there, and then you can see some nice clean paint on the back. I like the texturing right there for the loincloth. Really nice details, man. McFarlane Toys knows how to hit all the details. Even all the little weapons right here are painted silver. Again, that logo on the front looks great. Nice clean characters. Again, that tattered cloth texturing looks fantastic. And then you can see right here we get some nice looking wraps and everything for the calves and everything. And it looks like they could have maybe added some kind of paint to the shin guard on the left side. The right side has little spikes. And then there's no paint on the feet, which looks a little bit weird. And those spikes on the feet over there are very sharp and pointy. Like, you will poke yourself trying to move these feet around, so be careful. Same thing with these little spikes right over here. So I do like the articulation. It's just almost there, but not quite. Now the head and neck are attached as one piece, so if you want the figure to look up, you're not going to get a whole range of movement right over there, barely looking up, and it will look down a whole lot more, so at least it looks smooth. You can turn the head side to side, and you do get head pivoting right here. But yeah, I really wish we had more movement right there. Butterfly joints, shift forward and back, shift up and down a little bit, and move outward at the shoulder, inward that much forward, back, bicep cut or bicep swivel, get the double jointed elbows right there, and then the wrist turn side to side and hinge horizontally or vertically depending on how you have it configured. You have a torso swivel right here, torso pivot, and it'll crunch forward at the torso and back that much, and then you have similar articulation at the waist where it'll turn side to side and pivot. With both joints, you're getting that much of a crunch forward. With both joints, you're getting that much of a crunch back. You can move the legs outward that far. I actually did pop off the right leg while trying to get him to pose at one point, but I was able to get it back on there, and it's not falling off again yet anyway. So this is the side where it popped off. Without it popping off, that's how far forward I can move the leg, and that is frustrating. I mean, for a ninja character, the left side moves up farther. You can see that because you have this wrap piece running into the loincloth. I'm calling it that anyway. But yeah, I wish we can get a lot more range of movement over here for a ninja figure. That's actually not too bad. It's just the other side. Anyway, no thigh cut. Wish we got thigh cuts on all of these McFarlane Toys figures. Double jointed knees, and then the ankles do move down and they barely move up. You have these nice, newer, smoother ankle joints, which I like. They're more consistent with the rest of the leg. You can rotate that side to side, moves down, or I went over that already. But yeah, you get the ankle. Oh, now the ankle pivot on this figure is a bit of a letdown for me personally, because every time I try to move it, I pop the ankle joint out of the pin, and it's like I have to turn the whole thing sideways and then rotate to get the ankle pivot to move. So I hope that helps some. I know it's see there, it came apart. I was kind of hoping that would happen just so you guys could see it happening. But anyway, you also get toe articulation. Now to measure out this Ninja Hell Spawn figure, you can see that it is standing at about 7.5 inches tall. And then here's Ninja Spawn next to a couple other Spawn figures. We have our Spawn series or Spawn's Universe Haunt, and then we have the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn with the custom Daredevil 19 cape. And for a Spawn's Universe comparison, you can see we have the Malefic Spawn right here, She Spawn, Raven Spawn, and Gunslinger Spawn right over here, and no Spawn party because there's no parties in hell, okay? Or no parties in hell that you want to be a part of. Anyway, you could go ahead and take one of these guns off of the She Spawn right here, and I wanted to see how this would work with the Ninja Spawn because he does have trigger fingers sticking out. I didn't mention that earlier, my apologies, but yeah, he can hold a gun just fine. So if you want to get one of those McFarlane Toys weapons packs, that'll work with your Ninja Spawn. And then here's Ninja Spawn next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Whoa, fancy chopsticks. You think I can borrow a pair? Ah! I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love by hitting that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thanks to all these people that support this content. If you want to, you can hit that join button. And the figure over here is fun. I'm a sucker for the Spawn. I mean, why wouldn't I be a sucker for a whole bunch of Spawns, right? I love my Batmans, love my Spider-Mans, I love my Spawns. And this is a really cool concept design. I really like it. Haven't read them in the books again, but still, I think it looks really cool. There's some parts of it here and there where I wish they added maybe a little bit more paint, but my biggest gripes with the figure are definitely with the articulation. I feel like McFarlane Toys is still trying to work on it and get better and better. I see them sculpting those ankle joints. I appreciate that. I don't know if they're limited to 22 points of articulation or not. I really wish they weren't, or I hope they're not, because it seems like some other figures get a little bit of bonus articulation and then they take it away. So yeah, just wish the articulation was different on this figure, especially when it comes to the hips, the lack of upper thigh cut, and the head joint. But other than that, I think it's a really fun figure. Well, and then the weapons falling off. So yeah, there are frustrations here. I do admire how the figure looks. I really love the paint, but there are other things that I think are lacking, and at the price point for around 20 to 25 bucks, I'm gonna give this Ninja Spawn figure a Sud rating of
It's not too bad.
and I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest in action figure news, you can find it all over at toynewseye.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and my Whatnot Thursday shows at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.